In the tiny town of Mata Ortiz, in the 1950s, an artist stumbled upon pottery from the ancient civilization of Paki, kicking off an artistic renaissance that is still going strong today. Now, younger artists like Laura Bugarini and her cousin Tavo Silveira are even getting noticed around the world, carving their own unique path in pottery after I tried my hand in ceramics unsuccessfully.
It's a little like making a tortilla.
It's time to do what I'm best at.
¡Ay! ¡No puede ser!
Eating. And Tavo is famous for his smooth and saucy asado de puerco.
What a feast!
Then we'll dive into these bold flavors with my Viscada Chihuahuense, a smoky mixed meat meal. And finish off with sweet sopaipillas, which taste like a cross between a small buñuelo and a thin churro. Irresistible.
It's not possible to not love these. What a feast! So succulent. These beans are insane.
The tiny town of Juan Mata Ortiz, just down the road from Casas Grandes, is home to an artistic revival that has reached global fame. It all started in 1955 when the late artist Juan Quesada stumbled upon ancient pottery in a nearby cave. It was believed to be from the ancient civilization of Paki, known for their intricate geometric designs and sophisticated use of color.
Entonces él de ahí nace su mentalidad por hacer algo, por
hacer cerámica.
Sí, hacer cerámica.
Tavo Silveira was mentored by Juan Quesada, and he's known for his extreme attention to detail, making his art the most prized in town, even earning him a commission from Pope Francis.
Hasta ahorita tenemos más o menos 300 alfareros artesanos aquí.
Today, Tavo has a special piece he's worked on for weeks and wants to show me the last step. The final firing that transforms the look and creates a resilient ceramic masterpiece. It takes about an hour and can be stressful, as a lot can go wrong, erasing weeks of meticulous effort.
Y entonces platícame cómo tú le entraste a ser ceramista.
Bueno, mis inicios fueron con mi mamá, mirando a mi mamá. Fue la manera de que me dediqué a esto.
Desde que tú eras chiquito, tu mamá a eso se dedicaba.
Ya se dedicó a eso, sí, ella ya se dedicaba a eso.
¿Y a qué edad empezaste tú?
Yo empecé a los 13 años.
¿Y ahora qué opina tu mamá de ver que ya eres uno de los grandes?
Bueno,
de
pues
Mata Ortiz?
No puedo decir qué opina ahorita, pero sí logró mirar porque yo en un principio prometí que iba a ser uno de los más reconocidos de Mata Ortiz.
¿A tu mamá?
Sí, en vida ella ya falleció.
Ay, lo
Entonces,
siento mucho.
Antes de eso yo le prometí que iba a ser uno de los más reconocidos de Mata Ortiz y gracias a Dios le cumplí, ella me lo logró ver eso, conseguí el reconocimiento de ser uno de los mejores. Entonces, eso fue lo que me ha hecho seguir también mucho, porque pues ella, al fallecimiento de ella, pues fue muy doloroso para mí y todavía.
Eran muy cercanos.
Eso todavía me duele. Y
¿hace cuánto se nos fue tu mamá?
ella ya tiene 16 años y aún sigue igual.
¿Cuántos años tenías tú?
Sí, pues yo tenía como 26, 27.
Un chavito, jovencito.
Sí.
Pero ahí te está viendo y está viendo todo lo que estás haciendo.
Sí.
As the flames extinguish, I can't help but think how life's fires forge resilience within us. Now we hope that's the case for this piece.
Si pasa algo mal, pues sabemos que perdimos el trabajo de tanto tiempo. O si queda bien, sabemos que triunfamos con lo que hicimos bien.
Vamos a ver. Y entonces ahora...
Vamos a destaparla.
Ok.
Esperemos.
¡Wow!
Ahí está.
¡Qué belleza, Tavo!
Se acerque,
¡Qué
sí.
emoción!
Gracias.
¡Felicidades!
Gracias.
Bueno, pues hacemos la subasta y la pido yo. Ya yo.
Sí.
Es de Pati.
Sí.
Está muy preciosa, Tavo.
Gracias.
Lucky for us, the embers are still hot enough for Tavo to fire up a northern Mexico classic, asado de puerco, a punchy pork stew richly seasoned with chiles, cumin, and garlic. The enticing aromas have persuaded Tavo's family and friends to join us in celebrating another beautiful work of art.
Este asado de puerco es muy tradicional de la región.
Sí, de la región y pues ahí en el pueblo de nosotros también Mata Ortiz se utiliza mucho, se usa
Ajá.
mucho familiarmente.
Ajá.
familiarmente.
¿Y esta receta de quién era?
Bueno, pues es una receta que se usa tradicionalmente en todas las familias, pero pues mi mamá lo hacía.
Así.
De hecho, mi mamá lo hacía.
¿Y tú
Por
lo
eso.
haces parecido a como tu mamá lo hacía?
Sí, creo que sí, muy parecido.
Tavo is using a circular tool that you'll see all over northern Mexico called a disco, ideal for frying and sauteing a variety of meats and vegetables over an open flame. While Tavo finishes cooking the asado de puerco, I'll show you how to make your own Viscada chihuahuense with the tools you have at home.
So in Chihuahua, they have a lot of dishes that they cook in the disco. So the disco is the field plow. When it's old and they don't use it anymore, they flip it over and you cook in it like a disc. And Tavo, who showed me how he used the disc, is the potter that I told you that he was telling me his mom showed him how to make pottery, and he made this pot.
Oh, that's the one he made?
I showed you, yeah. How beautiful is it, no?
Yeah.
So Tavo shared this with us and he shared the asado de puerco, but there's a dish called Viscada, and it's what we're gonna cook now. So we need to chop a lot of things, okay? So I have a half a pound of bacon, and then I have 1 pound of chorizo. You need to remove the casing, like cut like this. Remove the casing. Oh, this is fun. You get to chop, I get to watch.
How do we chop up the bacon?
Just bite-sized pieces, como así, mira. Zoom,
So yes,
chunks. Ajá. I'm gonna start adding, okay? This is fun. You chop, I add all of it. We're not adding any other fat because the bacon and the chorizo are gonna render their own fat. Once it starts browning, you can add the chorizo. Now we need the potatoes. We need to cut them into bite-sized pieces. After the potatoes, we're gonna need onion.
Yep.
So the potatoes are ready, but we still need to brown these a little bit more.
Yeah.
So now you can help me cut some chile verde. All the chiles are green, right? The chile verde is not that spicy, it's kind of citrusy. So that's why I'm throwing in a jalapeno. So you wanna cut into a size that you know you're gonna wanna bite into. So like I would cut like these, because it also looks really, you're gonna see, it looks really pretty when you add it to the dish. Okay, you wanna add the potatoes. You can start thinking about the flavor the potatoes are gaining. You wanna season with some salt and pepper, cuanto tú quieras. Okay, look at this. This is so beautiful already. We want this to cook for a little while because we want the potatoes to have softened, right? Sammy, you want to throw in the onion in here?
Yeah, sure.
We need to chop the jalapeno and we need to close the garlic.
You want me to get rid of the seeds? Or no?
I like the jalapeno seeds. All the while we're talking, the potatoes are just like basking in the glory of this gorgeous fat. Let's add the chile verde and make room for the chile verde. This is a one-pot meal. Like you don't need anything else.
That's so easy.
And then the jalapeno, you want to throw it in here? Yes. Let me mix this in. Sammy, you want to add the garlic in here. I'm going to make room for the garlic. Okay, you chop a tomato, I chop a tomato. Me pasa mi tomato. And I do want every bit of the tomato. I don't want to remove the seeds. Like we want to have the flavor of the seeds and the juices and everything. Now you're going to make room in the middle for the tomatoes.
Well, why make like a hole in the middle and not just sort of stir it in immediately?
It gives me satisfaction to add a new ingredient. I love watching the colors and the ingredients come together.
It does look good.
It's just for joy, really. Now we're gonna add some chipotles. Okay, take 2 chipotles out.
Just the peppers.
Yes. We'll take
I
all
like
the
the
sauce,
sauce,
we can get.
yeah, that's my favorite.
You know, Chihuahua is the land of chipotles. And the land of chipotles in adobo sauce. It has the biggest production in all the country of jalapenos that are then dried and smoked and turned into chipotles. Chi comes from chili, which comes from the Nahuatl spicy fruit, and pocli comes from smoke. Okay, let's add the chipotles. We have a pound of pork loin and a pound of beef tenderloin. We're gonna cut it into bite-sized pieces. It's like such a luxurious, generous meal to celebrate. But it also extends the uses of the meat. Salt,
Okay.
pepper,
Yeah.
and I'm adding ground cumin, which is a spice I'm really loving.
Should we mix it up?
Go for it.
Is that one?
This one.
If we were in Chihuahua and we had a gigantic field plow, we would just cook the meat in here, but we have no space. So as you guys wash your hands, I'm gonna scrape these into this bowl. Okay, I'm gonna add a little oil.
Okay.
That's good.
So I want these
want me to
really
stir the
hot.
meat?
Yeah, pero before you stir, let it brown a little and gain a little crust.
The meat barely fits in that though.
I know.
So much.
A ver, let me rinse my hands. So once these cooks and sears all over, a little pink inside, but we don't want it raw.
Like
Un poquito más, en lo que se acaba, podemos calentar las tortillas. Can you put that back in the meat? Oh my
my
God. Ok, entonces si quieres la apagamos. Tú. Uy, mira esto. Oh, 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 oh.
You could also totally eat this on its own.
Oh, absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I love those chiles. They're like caramelized. They're like all soft.
The meat is so soft too.
Well,
The potatoes. No wonder this is one of the iconic dishes of an entire state. They're so proud about the Viscada.
While the aroma of Tavo's simmering asado de puerco makes me feel so hungry, I must somehow concentrate on the meticulous craft of pottery making. Tavo's cousin, Laura Bugarini, and her husband, Héctor Gallegos, both award-winning ceramists, teach me their craft.
Mi esposo y yo somos segunda generación. Ya
O sea, sus papás de los dos
Sí, sí, los dos.
son
De-
ceramistas.
Sí. En mi caso, mi mamá fue alumna del maestro Juan.
¿Y tu familia, Héctor, tus papás también?
La que más me incentivó a mí para empezar a trabajar en esto fue mi mamá.
Tu mamá, y a
Sí.
ti también.
Sí, mi mamá.
Y a Tavo también.
Sí,
Entonces
las mamás.
Las mujeres aquí, las
Exacto.
mamás, tienen un rol importante.
Sí.
Héctor and Laura are now passing the tradition on to their children, Paula and Héctor Jr.
¿Cómo son los estilos de tus papás diferentes?
En que mi mamá utiliza la técnica pincel y
Ajá.
mi papá utiliza más la técnica esgrafiado, que es la misma que trabajo yo.
Each pot can take anywhere from days to weeks to months to complete. Laura's style is especially challenging, painting precise geometric shapes using baby hair, because the fine texture allows for even greater detail.
It's a little like making a tortilla.
Just like in the kitchen, the best way to learn is to get your hands dirty.
Entonces,
Vamos a
así,
usar el...
con rodillo.
A ver si sale derechita, ¿eh?
Creo que es como cuando apenas uno empieza a hacer tortillas de
ok.
harina que salen todas chuecas. Entonces aquí la voy pegando. Ah,
Tiene que meterlo.
Como meterla en el centro. Eso.
Ándele.
Ahí quedó.
Ahora sí todo el sobrante lo va a cortar con la
Cuando la
aguja.
acomode.
Y luego enseguida vamos a hacer un chorizo. Tortillas y chorizo.
Buenísimo. Ok, entonces ahí estuvo la tortilla.
Ahora vamos a hacer un choricito.
Ok.
Donde lo va a poner más o menos del largo que le alcance.
Que alcance a dar la vuelta.
Ok, con este ya es. It's like making tacos.
Ahora sí hay que conectarlo.
Por adentro.
Pegué las dos puntas. Quede bien pegado.
So after making many chorizos, and you make like smaller chorizos, and then you make something beautiful like that with a lot of skill, which I don't have yet. Pero maybe you take apprentices. Tal vez viene gente que viene a estudiar con ustedes
Sí,
a
sí.
Matartis.
Sí.
Si toman estudiantes,
¿Sí?
they take students if you want to come and learn.
Now the only thing left I'm interested in learning is how Tavo's asado de puerco is turning out. He's on the final step, the bold and smoky chile sauce.
Y entonces aquí trae, cuéntame, chile.
Chile cocido con ajo licuado.
Ajá.
Es lo que estamos invirtiendo. Poner un pisco de orégano.
Orégano.
O sea, orégano.
¡Ay! ¡No puede ser! ¡Huele delicioso! ¿Cuánto? Es diferente
Sí,
el orégano
ok,
de
dale.
acá. ¿Así?
This is a good time to mention that northern Mexico is renowned for its exquisite oregano. Now for some charro beans with chicharrón, Mexican red rice, and homemade salsa verde. And we have ourselves a feast.
¡Qué rico, Tavo! ¡Gracias! ¡Qué plato! ¡What a feast! Come see, come see, come see.
Ahora su tortilla.
¡Wow! ¿Cómo le llamas tú a este platillo? ¿Adobo de cerdo?
Asado. Asado.
Asado.
Ujú. Qué rico está, ¿eh? Picosito.
Está delicioso.
The succulent asado de puerco, paired with warm handmade flour tortillas, is crafted with as much care and skill as Mata Ortiz renowned pottery. Both are rich, flavorful, and unforgettable.
¿Qué le gusta cocinar más? ¿El cerdo o el barro?
No, pues yo creo que el barro. Me dedico más al barro, entonces el barro es el poquito.
Muy bien. Talking about family-friendly, fun foods, sopaipillas. It's a typical northern Mexico style dessert and treat, something that I definitely didn't grow up with in Mexico City, but something I wish I had grown up with because I love buñuelos, I love churros, and this is like a small version of both put together. I'm gonna first add 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour in here. So I have my dry ingredients already ready. And then I'm gonna add a teaspoon of salt. Just gonna mix these a little. I have vegetable oil that's heating over medium heat. And I have about 1/2 inch of oil. It has to be very hot by the time I add my sopaipillas. I'm going to whip 2/3 cup of vegetable shortening in here. Now, you can choose which fat you want to use. You could use butter, you could use lard. I find that vegetable shortening works really well. You want to make sure there's no clumps. Now I'm gonna add my dry ingredients in here. And now what I wanna do is combine all of this fat with the flour. And it's easy to do because the fat is now whipped and soft. And just like when you're making flour tortillas, when you add the water, you wanna make sure that the water is hot. It makes a difference. 1.25 cups of hot water. So I'm mixing, making sure that there's no big lumps. Then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of sour cream. And I love it because it makes them cushiony and pillowy inside. So they have a lovely, like, fluffy resistance, and it also adds a dimension of tang. Meanwhile, my oil is heating. When you can pick it up in one swoop, you know that the dough is ready. I'm gonna cover it, and it's gonna rest anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. But I have one that has been resting and is ready to be rolled out. See, like when I touch it, it holds the shape of my fingers. This is ready to be rolled out. I'm gonna break this dough into 16 pieces because it's manageable. You could make larger and less rounds. Okay, so I have a rack here where I'm gonna drain my sopapillas. I am going to mix my sugar with cinnamon to make cinnamon sugar for dusting the sopapillas. You wanna flour your surface a little, and you wanna flour your rolling pin, and you wanna go one by one. So make a ball, and then just roll. So you want them this thin, like as thin as you would make your flour tortillas. You can cut whatever shapes you want, and the stranger the shape, the better it will be. If they're all different, it's more fun. Okay, you wanna make 2 or 3 slits in each of them, because if you don't make a slit, it just puffs up like crazy. So we're gonna test the oil to see if it's ready for us. And it is ready if the bubbles are actively and enthusiastically jumping around whatever you add in there. Perfect. So it's gonna be 10 to 15 seconds per side. I want them to be golden brown. See how when you don't make slits, they get these gigantic bubbles. What's even better is if you make the slits and then you do something funky to them, like give them a twist, like this. Look at what happens. Like little bows or bow ties. They get all these spaces for the cinnamon sugar to hide itself in. The first time I had them in Chihuahua was at El Gallito Mañanero, and when you come to the table and you sit for breakfast, the first thing they bring when you sit down is the sopaipillas, fresh out of the heat. You can use a spider or a slotted spoon to take them out. And then you don't want to wait that long until you cover them in cinnamon sugar. So see how the cinnamon sugar goes in all the spaces? I was eyeing this one because I gave this one a little fold, so you can see how when you give it a little fold before you fry it, it has areas that are more brown and crisp, and in the middle it stays softer and pillowy because that's where you bent it. There's nothing that confectioner sugar is not good with. Or drizzle some honey. The honey over the cinnamon sugar, over the sopaipilla. Now I don't know which one I like more. The cinnamon sugar, the honey cinnamon sugar, confectioner sugar cinnamon sugar. It's not possible to not love these. wanted to say boom.